Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Erinlapearla, singer-songwriter from Portsmouth, Virginia. And I'm here on CoucH TalK tonight. We finna talk. It's gonna be a vibe.
Hey yo, what's good, man? It's your main man, House. This is CoucH TalK, and today we got a very, very dope, very talented, beautiful young black woman from VA, Erinlapearla.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
how y'all doing? What's going on? I'm so excited to be here.
Word,
Yes,
word. I'm
thank
glad
you.
you excited me
Thank
too.
you. It's gonna
So
be
so
fun.
you doing good? You alright?
I'm doing straight. I'm doing good, straight. Can't complain. Everything is everything. Everything is steady.
Okay.
Things
So
straight.
let's get into it. First and foremost, where you from?
I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia.
Mm.
Churchland, uptown.
Okay.
Or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Churchland, I'm from Portsmouth, so yeah.
What school you went to out there?
Oh, I'm a Churchland baby. I went to Churchland Academy, Churchland Middle, Churchland High. I'm from Churchland.
Lord.
Like I'm
All church. Now.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So since you was a songwriter and everything, how did you get into like music?
Well, music, I feel like, has always been a part of my life. Like growing up, my parents used to play music in the house. I just always growing up with like a little walkie cassette, a little Walkman.
She ain't that old. She talking about a walk.
No, music has always been a part of my life, but like really like diving into music was like in college. My freshman year, I was a music major, voice major. So like singing, I was always singing. So one day, I just decided to try to write a song. Like, let me just see if I can try to write.
Right.
And I wrote a song, and I'm like, this don't sound that bad. So I just started from there. I think it was like 2013 that year was. But yeah, I've always been singing, and music has always just been a part of my life. I just delve into that.
So like, was your family into music? Was it a church thing or was it just?
I think it's just my family. And my parents are really like good fun people. But like growing up, my mom, my dad, they always used to have like little like dinner parties with their friends and like play music in the background, or like my mom will clean the house, or we'll help clean the house. She got Sade playing, some Nita Baker playing in the background.
Okay, Sade and Nita Baker. Okay,
like it's just a bunch of stuff. Just like music is always, I just always heard that growing up, like in my life. So yeah, it's just I don't ever remember like my childhood without being music played in the background.
So nobody sings in your family?
Like my dad can sing a little bit, and my mom can sing a little bit too if she's not playing. But yeah, like no, like it's just a natural niche, I guess. I don't know.
You telling me you telling me you self-taught basically?
I'm not self-taught because I just always had this ability to sing. So, but I've like tapped more into that side of me from like school and college and stuff, being able to see what my voice can do and use my voice as an instrument.
Right.
But yeah.
So you say you started you tried what? You say 2013?
Yeah, that's when I started writing.
So what was the feeling after you first completed your first, or you finished writing your first song?
The feeling was excited. I was very excited about it because it sounded good to me.
Right.
Like nobody has heard this song yet. But my very first song I wrote, I can't remember what it was. But it sounded good to me.
Right.
And from that, I was like, okay, what else can I write? Let me see how if I write a song that sounds like this. Let me try and see what I can come up with. Like it felt good. Like it felt right. Like it felt like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Gotcha.
Like writing songs, making music.
So when was the first time that you let somebody else hear it? And how did they perceive it? Like how did they take it?
The first time I let somebody else hear it was my sister. But So, and I know that she would be honest with me. Like, my family is just honest people.
Right.
So if it was some ass, she would like, this is not it. Right. But yeah, it was her, and she was honest. She liked it. Shockingly surprised because I actually didn't think that it was gonna sound as good as it was. But yeah, it was her, and I just been going since that. Like,
so what was the first song? Like, do you got that on a project now or anything?
The first thing I wrote?
Yeah.
Okay, so my thing is I'm a little different. So when I first started writing, it was like a cappella. I didn't have no beats behind, right?
I got you.
So that's a whole nother project, right? With just no beats. Right. I hear a beat in my head, but I could do a cappella one. I don't know. But I still know them, right? So that's that. But my very first song that I wrote to a beat, it's not out. And I don't even know where that beat is at yet. I don't even know where that beat is at. But it was a good song. It was called What I Like. This was before Bruno Mars did That's What I Like. Way before that. It was way before that. It was like a year or two before that.
You gotta bring it back
out. But it sounded like that song, but it wasn't written like that. But that's what it was called. That was a good song. But yeah, I don't have that out anywhere. But maybe.
Yeah, she tell us.
I got a lot of shit. I got a lot.
She need to bring it out. She need to bring it out. All right, so Portsmouth, Churchland, you started music in college. So, what was it? Somebody in particular that was like, "Yo, yeah, you need to stick to this."
I had a homeboy. He was, when he first heard me, he was like very like supportive of me writing and being like a local singer because he's already had his feet wet in the scene. Right. So he was really like, he's one of my very beginner supporters, like outside my family. He was one of the ones that was like really like made me feel like, okay, I can probably do this. I got some good stuff, and he likes it, and he's been out here. So that's what's up. Yeah. So it was my homeboy, yeah. So
how did your parents feel like when they was like, damn, my baby can there go?
My parents, they're funny. Like they're supportive. They are very supportive, but I don't know. I don't really like tell them about my music initially unless they like ask like, so hey, what you been got a show coming up? Like, what are you doing? Like, okay, then I'll tell them if I have something coming up, but I don't be like, hey, listen to the song that I wrote, because I be talking real sexual, real sensual, and it's kind of weird. I can understand. I be talking about guys and like being in love. It's just like a bunch of like mushy type of stuff. So it's like it's kind of weird, like being in the same room with my parents listen to my music. So I be like, listen to it on your own time. Like, like if you like it, just listen to it when I'm not around. But they're supportive though. They know that they're proud of me.
Have they ever come to see you perform?
My dad seen me perform one time before.
Like, what was his reaction to that?
So I told him. Oh man. So the song I was singing the N-word a lot in the song. Right. So before we went to the place, I told him, I was like, hey Dad, so I'm singing the N-word a lot in the song, so don't be alarmed. I was like, don't be like, oh, just that's just how the song goes. Gotcha. So, but yeah, he was there, so that was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, he enjoyed it. He liked it. Yeah.
That's always dope. I know it can be nerve-wracking, but that's still.
Yeah, and it was like from his perspective, telling me he was watching me perform, but he was also like watching the crowd, and he was like the crowd was really engaged with your song and performance. Yeah. So like the people like it basically. Yeah. He was like, I like it too. So
that's what's
I was
up,
like, thanks, Dad.
That's a big up. You get your parents to give you that push. All right, so since so I'm still on the subject of music then. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna jump off music. Like, do you do anything else? Like, you play instruments? Do you draw? Do you like what you do?
I don't draw, but I color. So I have a coloring book, like an adult coloring book.
Yeah, I know you talking about. Yeah.
I have a few of those. So I color sometimes. I'll be in the crib just vibing to music, coloring, or watching some TV show, and just I'm coloring just to do that. I do that, and I play the keyboard a little bit.
See, now,
like,
that's the, yeah.
I can read music, right? So I can play a piece, piano music, but like give me like 2-3 weeks to sit with it for a couple of days.
Oh, okay, the master.
Practice,
really
get the fingering right, and I'm gonna come back with you and play it well enough. But like I can't like sight read, like I just can't go off the dome and like play some shit like. So, I mean, I could if I really tried, but I don't.
You ever thought about like? Lazy. Have you ever thought about playing that song?
No, I do. I have a keyboard to kit right now. I do have some sheet music, so like I might bang some notes out,
That'll
but like I could,
do a live performance
I thought about it, getting my Alicia Keys shit on, I thought about it, but that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do, like the singing and playing at the same time is so hard. You have to have that coordination. You gotta really practice that.
Yeah, no, that's different. That's different.
Yeah,
sure.
It is, but I could do it though if I really tried.
Okay, hey y'all. Stay
if I really tried, listen, though, listen. I be talking a lot of shit, hey, but
Alicia Keys, watch your back, baby. She coming. You know what I'm saying?
No, but yeah, somewhat. But yeah.
Okay. So what do you find like say for instance, when you creating your music, do you particularly like look for a certain beat or a vibe, or do it just come to you?
It really just like depends on the beat and how the beat sounds. Like if I hear a beat and it sounds slow, or like whatever key it's in, that sounds like mellow or like just chill. Like I try to like write to complement the beat, or if it's fast, upbeat, I might talk about something else on that beat. It really, really depends. Like if I really fuck with the beat that much, like if I really love the beat, I already know before I even start writing or come with a melody, I'm about to write some shit to this.
Right.
Like I already know.
Yeah.
So it really depends on whatever beat I get or hands to me or gives me or whatever I find. I have to really feel in tune with the beat for me to write some shit to it.
Definitely be there, listening to them projects you did.
I have a lot out. So download my music host.
Hey, yeah.
No.
Hey, look. When I first seen that, I was like, damn. She just talk to people
like
this. Well, yeah,
you like it?
But definitely. What is it? In the nude.
Yeah, so there's two. So there's something saying. The first one was the interlude.
Okay, the interlude.
And the second one was in the nude.
In the nude, yeah.
So which one are you talking about? Both of them?
Nah, both of them. They're the only two I listen to. I ain't get. Well, you did do the trip song,
and then gather a rosebuds. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with your dude, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, them first. No,
my first two projects was like a little soliloquy to me. Cause
I
titled it. It was just how I titled it. No, cause I titled the first one. Like I already had these titles back to back in my mind already. So the interlude was the interlude, mainly because like this is my introduction to people to hear my sound. Here's what I have. The interlude, but the interlude is really like a little like break in between like a play or whatever. Man. This is our little break for me to regroup and come back, with something stronger.
Need to check
so the
all her projects out.
Interlude was that, and then in the nude came next, like a year and a half, like after that. Right. The interlude was that. Interlude was very sensual, very authentic, very like it was like okay, this is Erinlapearla, like this is me. Very sensual, very sexual, very sexy, just very in tune with myself, my body. Right. All those songs just like fit within the nude title. Because I already had the shit planned out.
I got you.
But it's really because I wanted an interlude in the nude. That's why I did that. But yeah, if you're like hip to music and like know, you're like, oh yeah, that's why. Hey. But it just made sense. It just made sense. It all came together and it all made sense.
Projects for sure. Matter of fact,
but I have a lot out, so definitely check my shit out.
Nah, she do definitely. We put some links in the description and all that.
I got a plethora.
Definitely go check her out. And she got the single Giddy Up out right now.
Yes, I have Giddy Up out right now. Yep. Featuring my homeboy Matt Millie. He's dope as well.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Matt.
For sure.
Yeah.
That, yeah, she had though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all better step it up. If y'all out there singing, y'all better step it up. And if you don't know, you better tap in.
Better wake up. Stop sleeping on me.
Speaking of interlude, me, fire.
Thank you.
That's up. Start off crazy. That's a good way to start
Crazy?
a project. That's a good way to start a project.
Yeah.
And then Queen right behind it.
Yeah.
But my favorite gotta be Sriracha, man.
It's funny. That was my very first single I put out ever as an artist.
For real?
Solo artist. Yes. Because I've had songs out with like feature artists.
That's a strong single though. For it to be your first?
I thought so. I thought so.
But that like even you telling me that sound like it's so polished and it just sound like, damn, I've been in this bag for a minute. I got it. Like,
I was getting my feet wet.
That's crazy.
I was getting my feet wet with that one. That was in my early stages of writing. Like, that was
that joint is fight, man, dog. I'm a grown man. I'm telling y'all, I love music.
Because men can play that song too.
But that
like, yes, I make music for my women, for my queens out there. Like, I make music for a strong, independent woman. I make music for them. Yeah. But I feel like men can play my shit too. Because you can play my shit for your lady, for your side chick, for whatever you want, your wife. You can play. I feel like it sets the mood. Like, it really is like some nice background type of vibe.
Nah, music is.
But Sriracha was one of the ones. I was like, niggas can definitely play this shit.
No, I was just I was like,
I was snapping on that.
Hold up. Oh, okay, yeah, she was talking on that joke, but definitely that got to be my favorite joke all day.
Thank you.
And then
Sriracha spelled wrong, but that's the story, huh?
Oh no. Oh, on the song?
Yeah, the title. It's not spelled how it's spelled.
Well, that make it even more dope.
Exactly, it's different. Listen, I knew how to spell it, but I had a friend that was like, spell it this way. I'm just like, that's not how you spell it where. And they was like, you know what, spell it like that anyway. I'm like, all right.
Whatever she got, but that joke is.
But Sriracha is the one. Listen to that.
That joke is for real. Like, she say the best for last. Well, that was the last song. Yeah, it was Crazy before that. Yeah. See,
I saved that one for last.
Y'all think I'm gonna be listening?
See, I'm doing it for a reason. Like, the way I have my song set up, it's a reason.
Yeah, no,
it's a story.
That's that one. So moving on to In the Nude. Now, when I was listening to Interlude, I had that junk on repeat. And then I went in and I was like, I don't know if she could be at the top. This one, let me see. And I'm listening. You had the MO. That was a dope
the
vibe.
First track,
like,
intro,
that's the first one. That's a good.
Back
you know what I'm saying? That's a good little feel good vibe. But that LCA.
Oh, yeah, the next one, yeah.
I said, boy, it put me in that good.
Yeah, like when you been,
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't be making no music like that no more,
what's funny?
Man.
There's literally a story behind every one of my songs, and particularly LCA, right? When I wrote that song, this was a time in my life where I was living in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Shout out to
Raleigh. I met a lot of good people out there.
Right.
But I wrote that song at the bus stop. Because I didn't have a car. I had a car, but I had some shit. My parents were like, you think I take the bus? So anyway, so I was taking the bus to work and stuff. So I wrote that. I started writing that song at the bus stop. Then I was writing it at the bus stop. Then I was writing it on the bus. I was creating that song in me traveling, like going to work and stuff like. And it was about a dude that I was met in Raleigh, but the inspiration, whatever. But anyway, I wrote that when I was riding the bus, and I'm like, yo, like I feel like for me, it don't matter where I'm at. As long as I have a beat in my head or like I'm listening to something, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write.
That's a jewel.
And I wrote that in like the same day. It didn't take that long. I think I wrote it in the same day. On that bus ride, because it's a short song, but
still,
it's a bop.
Yeah,
like I was like, I really was inspired when I found that one.
You definitely got a gift on your hand.
Thank you.
Definitely, because that jump. Hey,
that was one of the singles that I dropped too.
Listen, that jump 5 for sure. And then my favorite off that project is we spoke about it earlier. Mood, man. Mood.
Yes.
When I heard that, I was like, it showed me a different side of you, because we're like, okay, she got. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
It's very jazzy.
Yes, yes.
It's very
like,
jazzy.
It put me in a Floetry. I said Floetry. Jill Scott, like a. They can pull off stuff like that. Everybody can't do like Marjan Bros, like something like that.
I love Marjan Bros.
That's the type vibe it gave me. And I was just
you
like,
know,
man.
when I've heard that beat for Mood, my initial reaction when I heard the beat was, this is giving me Solange vibes. Like the beat itself, without my lyrics, just listen to the beat. Like if Lauren, listening to her, like I'm a Solange fan. Like I love her music.
Yeah.
Listening to her music and hearing the beats is what I hear first.
Yeah.
But when I heard that beat for Mood, I was like, this is giving me Solange vibes. I gotta snap. Like what I'm gonna say? How am I gonna fit this? How am I gonna match? It was so different.
Right.
It's so different.
Yeah, it is
so different. So I was like, what am I gonna say on it? And I wrote that. On a walk, I was walking my dog, and I wrote that song.
No, you not finna tell me
Yeah.
that song came from you walking the damn
It did.
dog.
It really did.
What kind of dog was it?
I have a German Shepherd mixed with Pitbull.
Hey, look, y'all get y'all German Shepherd
Shout out to Jay.
and go make some hits. Go walk your German Shepherd and make some hits, man. She
No,
give y'all the juice and the sauce
listen, it
right
be
now.
coming sporadically. It's really spontaneous. I don't know. I pull on my ass. I don't fucking know.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, I wrote that. I was taking it for a walk.
You done ruined the whole song, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, that's a good
crazy.
one. Yeah, I call that an album cut because that song is really different. It didn't give me like, let me drop it as a single type of vibes. I really like saved that song just for the album. Like if you listen to the album and you come across this song, it's like, okay, that's a vibe. And then the next one after that, like, you know, so that's Mood. I'm glad that you actually, that's your favorite one because that's one of my favorites in that. Like, that's not like a thing I perform. Also, like, that's an album cut strictly for the album.
A big song, man.
That's nice. That's nice.
Song. Like, we was talking about it earlier. It put me in that movie vibe. Like,
yeah, it's very cinematic.
It's just.
Yeah.
And it was different from what I had heard from the previous project and the previous songs. I was like, ooh. Yeah, no, you did that for sure.
Thank you.
Fantasy?
Hey, yo, can I just say, shout outs to CoucH.
Hey.
Shout outs to CoucH, my homeboy from where I met when I was in Durham. He made these beats.
For real?
Yes, most of the beats are in the new. He made the beat for Mood.
Oh, yeah, boy, you fire.
He made the beat for Mood, and he made the beat for Fantasy. He made a bunch of those beats on that project. But shout out to him because he's really dope, and I fuck with his vibe and his beats because it's so different. And when he sends me a beat, I've listened to it, right, and I really be like, okay, it's dope. Like the beat by itself is dope, and I'm like, okay, me being myself, my artist, like, okay, I need. And how I'm thinking is, I need to write something fire because this beat is fire.
Right.
So I need to compliment this beat some way. And it be so hard sometimes. Like it be so hard because his beats are so different and they're so like you wouldn't even think. You put that in there, like what is that sound in the background? What is that? Like I never heard. Like it's really like that. Like it really challenges me. That's why I love working with him. I love getting his beats. When he sends me some beats, I be like, bro, thank you. Like because I know it's gonna be fire. Like I know it is. So shout out to him. Shout out to CoucH.
I know it gotta be a good feeling when you put that puzzle together and be like, I got it. And then it come together, you be like, damn. That's shout out to you for real, cause the beats are very original.
And I couldn't do without none of the producers that I met that be sending me beats. I couldn't have done these songs without them.
Hey,
really.
You got a hell of a combo, man. You gotta keep people like that in your corner for sure.
You do.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's dope. They all originals too. Man, girl, you better dig on, man. Hey. I want y'all to know, y'all seen her here first on Couch Talk with your boy House.
Yes.
She damn sure going there. We gonna look back years on this and be like, damn, remember that? Yeah. Don't forget a nigga neither, man.
Oh, hopefully you have me back for another segment or whatever. Something different.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know how people do.
This is fun.
Especially in this wild ass Virginia.
Okay. Is it really for lovers? Anyway, that's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
That's another topic for another day. That's another topic.
We're gonna get back into this in the new.
Yes, let's get back into it. Let's get back into it.
But we left off at fantasy.
Fantasy. Fantasy is
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was at work, right, listening to it, and then it came on, I was just vibing to it, and I was like, two people popped in my mind. Sierra.
Okay.
It gave me a Sierra vibe.
Okay.
And Aaliyah.
Okay.
But this was like Aaliyah when she was doing her transition to more than a woman.
Okay.
More than a woman to the,
okay, this is right before.
It gave me that, and I was just like, yo.
I can see that. No, I haven't gotten those two people before, Sierra and Aaliyah. I never gotten that before, but I can see that for fantasy.
It just like
I can see that for that song.
Cause your music, I be seeing when I hear it, I see. So that's the first thing I could just picture Sierra doing some choreographer dance or some jump, and then how the Leah video, the More Than a Woman video was like she was on a motorcycle and they was introducing like futuristic type stuff and stuff like that. It gave me that. It put me in that zone. I don't know why I ain't seen them videos or heard one of them in forever. So it just popped up and I was like, damn. And then the way at the end, how you beat.
Oh, man,
you did that. Yeah. You did that for sure.
The layers,
man. And then I was listening to the voice. I was like, that's all her. That's all her. It ain't nobody else filling it in. That's her.
Yeah,
so
that's me.
You did that,
thank you. That's funny you say that because when I dropped that project, Fantasy was one of the songs that people was messaging me about. Like, that's their favorite song. They love that song.
No, so. you executed to the max.
I guess it's a fan favorite.
You definitely executed. And then Fiend.
You said what?
Fiend.
Oh, Fiend. Oh, yeah.
That jump. Man.
CoucH did that too. Look, CoucH did all these songs you mentioned.
Hey, yo.
CoucH did all them beats. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, and I wrote that when I was in Raleigh too, and it's funny because in that song I'm talking about popping the beans and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even pop pills. I don't pop pills, right?
Right.
This is the only song I'm probably capping on some shit. Cause I don't pop pills, but it fit for the song, the vibe, and I had to calm. I feel like when you pop a pill, that's called a bean, right? Just to make sure, I'm making sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. I think it's called a bean. Friend. Yeah, shout Cam. But yeah, shout out, like, bro, like, let me just make sure that I'm making sense. But yeah, that was a fun song too, and I wrote that on the whim. Walking my dog another day.
Hey, yo, shout out this dog. You still got this dog?
I do. We
need to keep him around. We need, if this dog.
This is why I need my own dog. This is why I need my own dog.
Man, yeah.
No, but yeah.
You need to keep that German Shepherd.
Yeah, so Theme, that was a good. It's funny because I wasn't going to have a rapper on it. But my friend was like, same friend. She was like, you got to have a rapper on this beat. Like, you got to have a rapper. So I had to think about who I'm going to have. I thought about this artist that I know. Pretty dope rapper. Got him on it. And yeah.
Hey, to be honest, that song don't matter what. You didn't even need nobody for that song. Because that song is fire regardless. But still, for it to put the twist up there and have somebody else up there is like just added to it. But
it added another element. Like, I really didn't, but it just added more to it. Because it was a good song by itself, like how I had it out. But the rapper really took it to the next level. So
kind of sound like Lil Boosie when I first heard it. I was like,
yeah, Bliggs, man. Shout out Bliggs, man. She's dope. Like, check that out.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out for sure. But yeah, that junk is definitely, that was a repeater. I had that junk on repeat.
Oh, for it. And that's the last track, too. See, I be setting my shit up, right, bro? That's the last track.
That's crazy. You know what it is. Hell yeah.
It's like, hold on, what was that? Let me hear it again.
Yeah, no, I definitely had that on. But nah, you make good music. You make dope music. Your music is a vibe and it's authentic. Like, you got a fire voice. Like, you don't.
Thank you.
You got a polished voice. It sounds like you've been doing it for a while, and you probably ain't even reached.
You
probably ain't even reached your peak that you gonna reach, and you are already killing it.
You see, the thing about this, I feel like, cause I just know, I know that I'm a good singer. And I being like in college really taught me a lot about the voice as an instrument, because I've met so many people that can also sing and have amazing voices.
Right.
But like we all are different with our voice.
For sure.
But it's like we all can sing at the end of the day. But it's all about like what you can do with your voice. So like when I be so, me personally, I'm so excited when I meet other singers.
Right.
Because it's like, what you gonna do? Like,
yeah.
let me, come on, hype me up. Like, let me see.
Right.
So like, and knowing like what I can do with my voice, like I just think about like, I just know what I can do with my voice. And some singers, they can sing. They don't really know what they can do. Like you shouldn't have sung that, but you can sing. You know, like you just have to know what you can do as an artist with your voice and your instrument. Like you just have to know what you can and cannot do. And I feel like I know what I can and cannot do, and I just stick to that.
Right. I got you.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna do what I know. Like listen, let me practice this first before I showcase this, because I don't know how this is gonna sound. You know,
right?
But that's really all it really comes down to. Like, I don't think me being a singer, I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I don't think I sing better than anybody else. I don't think that, because everybody sings. People can sing, right? Yeah. Other singers I know, well, I guess you can leave it to the listeners to see who sings better, whatever. But me, sure. I don't focus on that. I just know that I have a voice. I can sing. I do what I do, and I'm gonna sing how I'm gonna sing. Right. And we're gonna see what comes out. Whatever, like, but it's fun. Like I really enjoy it. Like, and
that's the beauty of it.
Yes, I feel like you can hear that in my music too. Like you can hear how fun I'm having recording these songs.
And I know it's crazy.
I'm doing a lot.
When you listen to it, you like, yo, you probably play back in your head that night you recorded it or you wrote it. Like, damn, I enjoyed recording that song.
I did, and I feel like you can. Like, I'm working on this project right now called Singing in the Shower. So I'm working on that, right?
Yeah.
And that shit, okay, yes, because that shit sounds so good. Like, the songs are so personal to me.
Right.
And this is like the longest I've ever taken on a project before, like ever.
So how many tracks so far?
Right, it's done. So it's 13 tracks, I think.
Oh, we got a fool.
I think it's 13 tracks. It might be 12. I think it's 13 though. You get 13 tracks, and they all sound good. But I'm doing a lot of talking.
That's good. On
this, but you can hear how authentic it is, and how authentic it sounds.
To make it more personal.
But you know, it's a vibe though. It's a vibe. But I'm definitely doing a lot of talking. But I love it though. Right. I really do, because you can definitely hear the growth.
You got a date for it, or? I
don't have a date for it yet, but I know that I'm on camera, so let me not.
Exactly.
Let me
Go
see.
Ahead and will.
But I know, I really do feel like I'm gonna release it this year for sure. But it's almost done.
Okay,
it's almost done. It's almost done. It's almost done. Like I know y'all been like waiting, but listen, it's almost done. I'm working this for going on 2 years now. It's been a year, and now I'm in the second year. And I'm really taking my time. I'm really, when I say I'm taking my time,
a good one.
I'm really taking my time with this. But yes, that is definitely going to be out this year, and I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Y'all better go check out the project.
Yes, in the meantime, check out In the Nude, Interlude, Trip, Gather A Rosebuds, the singles that have our Cheerleader, Giddy Up. Check that shit out.
Hey, and then speaking of Trip, that's the only song I heard from that project.
Oh yeah, you gotta hear Trip.
But
so let me tell you about Trip.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you how Trip came about. Remember when the quarantine happened? 2020, 2019? That cuffs, whatever? Yeah. That's when I really wrote a lot of music during that time. And I wrote all the music for Trip. I wrote all the music for In the Nude. And I wrote all the music for Gather A Rosebuds, right? So if you timeline my piece together, people will. But I dropped In the Nude, then I dropped Gather A Rosebuds, and I dropped Trip all in like a 6-month span. So I dropped In the Nude. Yeah, I dropped In the Nude in June. Then like September I dropped Gather Your Rosebuds, and then in December I dropped Trip, the EP Trip.
Oh yeah, you been working.
But I wrote most of them songs during that quarantine time. So when I came back to Virginia and I moved back after that, I was in the studio. But when I was in the studio, I was recording a lot of shit.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I got this part. And then my main focus was just In the Nude. But when I was in the studio, I was recording more than I needed to do. Right. I'm like, I got a whole EP. I got a whole other EP. So let me get,
Right.
So yeah, so I just put shit up. Just put it up. We did one video for that for one of the songs on Gather Your Rosebuds, but yeah, I just put shit up. So Trip was written during quarantine. That was just what I was writing, and then I just put it out. So it's a vibe. Definitely listen to Trip.
Sure.
Each song,
I gotta finish listening to that whole project.
And each song on Trip has like its own element of like taking a trip, like an adventure or whatever.
Right, like a trippy trip.
Yeah. Not like a trippy trip, but like it has the element of like going for a ride.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
A ride.
A ride. Yeah, it has the element of each element, or a trip, or being really trippy, but like, yeah.
Okay. Damn. So, all right, there you go. Speaking of, listen, performances. So, how many, what was your first performance?
My first performance? Oh, my first performance was with this artist that I know. And it was like a audition for the Shags Fest.
For real?
Yeah. So I was on the song.
That was your first jump?
Yeah. Listen. Okay. Let's listen to the story. Listen.
I'm listening.
Okay. So that was my first performance, right? But they had me on the song, right? But it wasn't recorded yet. But I was gonna be on this song.
Right.
I knew I had to sing the hook. I didn't know the hook until the day I had to perform it, right? So before the performance, we met up. They taught me the hook.
What?
Right. Listen, are you following me?
Yeah.
Are you following me?
I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we met up. They taught me the hook. Boom. I had it. Boom. 20 minutes later, we go on stage to perform the song with this hook that I just learned. Thank you.
Right.
This hook that I just learned 15, 20 minutes ago.
Man, stop. Man.
And they had to perform it like I'd been singing this motherfucker. So that was my first show. That was my first performance.
That's crazy.
But that was even like that was just as a feature artist, like me singing, perform. That was my first performance ever. And it was good. It was fun. I sung that. I didn't forget the words.
That is crazy. That's pressure though.
It was a lot of
that's hella pressure.
Can you imagine? This is my first performance.
What? I need to. I bet I'm gonna. Well, we about to right now.
Right now, yes.
What's the hook again? Like, damn, that's pressure. That's pressure.
That was it.
That's pressure, man.
Yeah.
Look, we gonna take a quick intermission. You know what I'm saying? Give us a second. We be right back with y'all.
Call back. No cap. Ay.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your main man, CoucH. Lord. CoucH Talk. You know what I'm saying? I've been drinking with yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
So getting back into where we left off, performances. Yeah, you said that was your first performance doing that quick on the fly. So what was that's a big performance though. For your first?
Yeah, it was an audition for Shag Fest.
Damn, I don't even know how I want to pose my question, man. 'Cause that's for the Shag Fest. That's big.
Yeah.
So, what was if you had to put, what was your best performance like? You know what I'm saying, that you think that you did
so far?
Like, what's that
one? I have to say this. I feel like my best performance was so far. Because I'm still performing. I had a show last week.
Yeah, you did. She damn sure did.
But so far, I think it was when I headlined at the CAN, the Contemporary Arts Network in Newport News. I don't know if you heard of that place. No. But I headlined there. And that performance, my set, was so fun. I had so much fun. People was vibing. They knew the words. I threw money. Like real money, water. What? It was a vibe. It was real Portsmouth in that motherfucker. Like we turned that shit out. Like that shit was lit. People remember that shit. Like bro, like it was fun.
Right.
I think that's like people still remember that performance.
Right.
Because they've been told it's never happened before. Nobody ever threw money in the can. If you throw money in the can, you got it from me. Gonna say that.
Okay, so
I started that shit. But you can do it. Just know where you got the idea from.
So you don't
like real money. Well, no prop money. It was real money.
She just shot me down, y'all, because I got a stack of prop money.
Listen, they don't even know that. They didn't know that. I'm just saying it was real money. Like that shit was it was lit. Like I had so much fun that night. Everybody did so good. Like it was an awesome night all around. But I feel like that was my best performance so far.
That's the one.
That was the one.
But the performances you mentioned ain't been no ringy dink.
No. I've had some good shows, like, and I've only been like performing for like a year now. But I have so much music.
She made for the big stage.
No, but
for real, you made
I've
for
had
the
some
big
good
stage.
things come up. Like I performed in LA for BET Awards weekend. That was fun.
Exactly.
That was a good experience. I performed at Richmond. Like I networked out there. I networked in LA. I networked in Richmond. Like I know some places that I can go to now. Like it's really like you can get feedback. You gotta put your stuff out there and just like do the shit. Like no matter what people say, just you feel like you got the talent. You got you can do it. Just do it.
You damn sure building your resume for sure.
Yeah, you got to your resume. Yeah.
Yeah, you got some. Like, damn. Yo, we sit.
I just be doing shit. I really just be doing shit. Like I don't know how. I just do it.
That's the beauty. Keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
You just never know.
BET, LA, Shag Fest, CAN, like, nigga. You ask somebody else, like, yeah, I went to club this, and I went to corner open mic, and this, and that, and this. Not saying you ain't did them neither, but still, a year? Niggas would be like, oh, yeah,
I went. Been a year, yeah. Like, I've done a lot. Last year was, like, the start of everything, and last year was a very good year for me musically. Like, I was doing a lot last year. So this year, I'm just ready to keep it going. Man, like, what else can I do? Like, what we doing?
Another year, your ass will be out of here. You gonna be on the radio. You gonna be on
that's the plan.
Down Drink Chaps and Breakfast Club and whatever else they got. You feel me?
We'll see what happens.
So they're going. I don't even got nothing else to ask. I don't even got nothing else to say, man. This is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna close it out just like this. This your main man House. This is CoucH Talk. Y'all can find me on Instagram, VAHouseTX, VAHouseTX, and the podcast page is CoucH_Talk_VA. This is
Erinlapearla, you know, from Portsmouth, Virginia. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Erinlapearla, Erinla, pearl like you pearl a blunt with an A on the end. All one word. Erinlapearla. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at Wondering _WOND, capital ERIN. It's just Wondering without the G, because my name is Erin. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I got a lot of music out. Everything Erinlapearla. It's all on the streaming sites: YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon, all that shit. Google me. Real. I don't know. Google Erinlapearla. You just find everything. For real. Like, just, you know, fuck with me. Like, I got some good shit. Singing in the shower. Singing in the shower is coming out soon this year. Look for that. I just dropped Giddy Up last month and back in January. Yeah, I got a lot of shit coming. If you want to follow me and to be on the details. F all that. Follow her. Check out her music right now. Follow me. Right now, niggas too. Everybody. Yeah, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. Real. She dope. It really is for everybody. For real. For real. So, before we get out, whatever, all I want you to do is close out there. Gonna give the people an inspirational moment or somebody like mine that's chasing their dreams or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Speak to them. Say what you say. Okay. Let you do your thing. I'm over here. Okay. Inspiration. Let me take a little sip. Let me think. I think my thing that I would want to leave with the people, if you are inspired to be an artist, local artist, whatever your artistry is, painting, poetry, music, whatever it is, just do it. Like, when I say just do it, I feel like it's for a Nike commercial. No, but just do it. Like, don't think about what people think or what people are gonna say or how people are gonna feel about you. Like, fuck all of that shit. If it's what you want to do it. If it feels right for you, do it. Like, don't talk about so much what you're doing, what you want to do with your life. Just do it. You know, like that. I feel like that would be just deep inside, and just do it. If you feel good about it, if you want to do it. I don't really know how else to say it, but fuck them. Fuck them. Just do it. Like, fuck the niggas. Like, shit. Do your shit. That's all I gotta say. And if that's the inspirational, I don't know what it is. But, yeah.